Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear light version. And I'm actually feeling a lot better today. Yeah, hay fever's getting a little bit better, hopefully. And hopefully it stays that way. Because right now it's starting to really bug me, having all of these random sneezing fits. Yesterday when I tried recording, I literally had to think I had to record about... Honestly, I think it was about 10 times, because about either 10 minutes in, I would start having a sneezing fit, halfway through I'd have a sneezing fit, and then the one time that I nearly got to the ending, I had a massive sneezing fit. So I ended up just re-recording the whole thing until eventually I didn't have a sneezing fit. I mean, I'm decent at editing, but I just don't like the idea of having a random cut halfway through an episode of my voice. So I just wanted to re-record it completely for you guys, so that might have been why I sounded a bit off. May have sounded a bit off in the past 2 episodes, probably. But I just want you guys to know it's because when you have hay fever as bad as certain people do, or some people do, it gets to the point where you can't actually breathe properly. So especially when you talk, I don't know if anyone's ever had like a really bad cold, and then they talk a lot, and their nose is all bunged up, and then you suddenly start feeling all that phlegm in the back of your throat, and you start choking on your own phlegm. Yeah, that's me. Yeah. This is why I hate the summer. If I could move to any place on Earth, it would be to a place that's by the sea, or Iceland, because I've heard Iceland's nice and cold. Yeah. But unfortunately, I cannot. So I now have to deal with awful sun and pollen and white stuff floating around in the air, which is killing me slowly, mentally and physically. But yes, anyway, to the game. So welcome, guys. Now that I've had a little hay fever rant. Last episode we opened up the door. Now I'm just trying to find the silver scepters, all 3 of them, so I can do the little, Dumbledore font of vision thingy-mabob, memories, whatever it's called. But yeah. So this area I think is really cool. To be fair, this could be like a one-shot campaign in D&D in general. I love the idea of this place. Like, you enter a mine, dwarves are being attacked by undead, then you're trying to find out what the undead is, but the dwarf is like, oh, you need to find my friend, he's been, we can't find him, then the undead are killing us off, so we can't go any further in, or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of like a cool idea, and then you find out that, it's a lich doing all of this stuff, and you find these old necromancer lich ruins and deep within this cave that they were digging in. It's typical though, dwarves always have a habit of digging too deep. Yeah, it's like, watch Lord of the Rings, and the dwarves dug too deep and found Durin's Bane, the Balrog. But yes, typical dwarves. Good thing is I learned how to do this sort of map, game, the first time I played through it. But one of the most rewarding aspects about Baldur's Gate is you don't feel quite as much like an idiot when you figure something out. Like, it may take a while to figure something out, but when you do figure it out, you feel like an absolute genius. And I remember the first time I played this as my character, and obviously I kept killing the lich over and over again. I knew obviously liches just from general, RPG games. I know what liches are like. They have a phylactery, having to find it. I found the phylactery, but I didn't know how to destroy it, because in most RPG games phylacteries are quite easy to be destroyed. In Baldur's Gate apparently not. They have to be destroyed by an otherworldly artifact or item or power, whatever. So, but I knew exactly how to destroy it, because I think it was the most rewarding feature I ever had in Siege of Dragonspear. I was like, oh, hang on a second, it says otherworldly, and there was like this weird circle ritualistic thing that summoned fire elementals. So, I knew it was an elemental plane thing. Just like if you play Baldur's Gate 2 and there's a quest in the Underdark where you have to help him go through the 3 elemental planes of existence and stuff like that. But yeah, that sort of thing. But it was the problem I had with this playthrough, which you will now be able to see, with me just being absolutely pathetic and stupid, was killing the Lich. Yeah, I had a lot of trouble with this. I've never had trouble killing this Lich until this playthrough, and I knew for a fact it was my luck, because every time I've killed this guy, I burst him down before he could cast his contingency or simulacrum or whatever it is, the thing he casts to get his stone skin, fire shield, and the other spell that he has that gives him protection. But yeah, it was, you know, I could always burst him down before he cast his spells, killing him, and then quickly getting his key and getting the phylactery and then blowing it up and stuff like that. But in this playthrough, that didn't happen. So I got seriously shafted multiple times, to the point where I look absolutely stupid. Like, you'll watch me play and you'll realise I look like an awful Baldur player. I can assure you I'm not that bad. I guess it was just luck. In all fairness, I just thought my character could probably handle him, like, just normally. I couldn't. I reckon if I played through Shadow of Arm, not all the way through, but you know, you get to the point of, like, I don't know, level 15 or something, I still reckon by that point I would have issues fighting him. He was like a boss that you would find, like, not quite as powerful as Kangats, but still really strong. I mean, he's a Lich after all, and you have to, you know, if you're unlucky, if you don't have a clue what you're doing, you have to fight multiple times, which is not fun at all. But yes. But as you can see here, I decided to, you know, quickly go and solve the Silver Scepters bit first, so that meant clearing out the rooms, and the Amulet of Cheese coming in a lot, had like a lot of use, as it always does. One of my massive pet peeves is these stupid shadow things. They absolutely pee me off, because they just heal to max health. Luckily, I got seriously lucky. I hit him twice in a row. One of them I think was like a critical hit, because he just went like from full health to like nothing. But yeah, now that I think about it as well, in my head, watching this back, I could have saved myself so much trouble, so much of a struggle, if I just used a protection from Undead Scroll. I think I just wanted to rush through the game that I didn't actually think at all, and I got frustrated. So yeah, I'm realising now that I'm extremely stupid, because the way I kill Kangats and the rest of the Liches in Baldur's Gate 2 is using protection from Undead. I mean, I know it's cheesy and avoids like the really hard fight, but yeah, I just guess I'm that stupid. I completely forgot to do it in this game. I guess it adds a bit more of like a level of complexity and difficulty to the game. But it honestly just proves my absolute stupidity. So I don't blame you guys for just wanting to facepalm. So do me a favour, in the comments, press F to pay respects, or just facepalm on my behalf, because I am so stupid. And I'm pretty sure you're playing Baldur's Gate. Maybe, you know, a few of you out there may know what I'm going on about, because you might have been in the same position as me. Some of you guys might have had to reload about 20 million times to defeat a boss, and until you find out how to actually defeat him. Yeah, that is genuinely how this goes, and you'll see in about the space of 5 minutes of how honestly bad I am at this game. I'm going to put it down to the fact that I don't know much about Siege of Dragonspear. I'm putting it down to that, and I'm also putting it down to just my brain just going into mush. It did not work. Most of the time when I think Lich, I think, oh, protection from Undead, get the scroll, use the scroll. No, this guy just completely bypassed it. I just thought, oh, the potions, that'll do. I'm thinking I'm in Baldur's Gate 1 all over again.
Bring the 5 keepers ambulance to
You know,
me,
easy.
and
But
I shall
yeah,
bestow
no,
on you
definitely
an
not.
item of
I've just,
great
yeah.
value. What say
So
you?
maybe I'll put like a little counter in the corner of how many times I die. That might hurt myself and my own self-esteem, but it'd be quite funny, I guess. So here's the actual legitimate first try of me trying. He's taking no damage whatsoever. I'm taking lots of damage and then I reload, so that's 1. But yeah, I'll put like a little thing in the bottom corner, maybe, if my editing's any good. But yeah, if I know how to do that, that is. But yes, not fun at all. And I could have solved all of these issues if I had just been clever. I even mess up the dialogue. I don't understand how I do that. Like, yeah. I don't understand. I mess up so much during this game. I think it's because I was getting really frustrated, thinking I can easily beat him, and I'm just getting unlucky. No, that's not the case. He just completely was way too powerful for me. I need to make space here, so I did the old, move the items into my quick weapon slot. Make some space in the inventory. But yes, so I start overloading on potions, thinking yes, this will help. Protection from shock and melee crushing damage. Protection from magic. I should have put the magic blocking in, but I put 2 potions of the magic protection, I think it's called. Basically gives you 100% magic resist. Doesn't help. Promise you, does not help whatsoever. Oh my god, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys, I'm gonna sneeze. So, after 5 minutes of constant sneezing, I don't know how that is honestly physically possible at all. If you're a scientist, please let me know why hay fever is such an absolute freaking bitch. I hate it. Like, one of my pet peeves in life is sneezing. I've lived my entire life, like, I genuinely fear the summer. I genuinely fear it. If it gets to any hot form of weather, and I will have 5-minute minimum sneezing fits. Like, if you can imagine, I sneeze rapidly about once every 3 or 4 seconds. Doing that for straight 5 minutes, I end up with the most horrific nosebleed. Luckily, right now, I don't have a nosebleed, thank God, but that's the first sneezing fit of the day. So, probably in about, I don't know, 2 hours, I probably would have had another 3 sneezing fits by then. And I'll probably end up, at the end of the day, with bleeding, blood just pouring out of my nose like a fountain. Just genuinely what it's like for me. This is why I hate hot weather in the summer, or just in general, just high pollen count. Which, the two go hand in hand together. So I do apologise if you hear me sniff. I'm going to try and turn away from the mic so you don't, or just cover any sort of form of sound and muffle it. But I apologise, because I cannot breathe right now. It's funny, because right at the start of the episode, I was talking about hay fever and how I feel amazing and how I've not had a sneezing fit and all of that stuff. And then I suddenly have one. Yeah. This is the 4th time I've tried recording this. So, since you started me at the start of the episode, that was genuinely my first time recording. Which I know I say I normally re-record things, I didn't want to because I thought I was in such a good mood. And my general mood now has gone way downhill. And I didn't want to kind of lose that and have another episode where I'm just monotone, boring, and just almost borderline pissed off because of hay fever. So I wanted to keep that in. Yep, so this last segment part is just me sneezing. Well, me after sneezing about 4 times or so. I mean, well, it's literally just me after one sneezing fit and then me re-recording this 4 times because of the sniffing, because of my throat, just all the phlegm and not being able to talk properly. I've had a cup of tea, so I'm kind of like, or I'm drinking a cup of tea right now, so kind of like at least have some liquidity in my throat, some moistness. So yeah. So not an all in all, not a great day again for recording, I guess. But I'll get there as soon as this stupid frickin' pollen heatwave just pisses off. You can tell I'm really annoyed. Really annoyed. I hate pollen. I know we need plants and vegetation and everything to live, but thank God I'm not a vegetarian, because it gets to this point where it gets to the summer and I'm allergic to life itself. I'm so glad I hate vegetables. I don't hate vegetables, I love vegetables, but I'm so glad I hate vegetation, because it's like petty. I know it's hilarious, but it's petty of me just being a me eating meat is like me getting back at the world for making me allergic to what we live in as the world. Like I hate it, but yeah. And the thing is, right, sneezing fits. Yep, all of this random crap, all of this stuff. This is with me taking medication. This is with me taking hay fever and what's the word? The stuff that stops you, like the Pyretes stuff or whatever it's called. Can't remember what it is. Antihistamines. That's it. Taking all that, and yeah, it doesn't help. Does not help whatsoever. I swear to God, I need like over-the-counter medication or like genuinely prescribed medication to stop my hay fever. But I've lived with it for so long now, I just can't be asked. And in a way, I kind of just, it's just torture for myself, I guess. It just doesn't warrant me going to the hospital or the pharmacy or the walk-in centre to solve it, because I just can't be asked. I'm just used to it by now. I'm not used to being all pissed off and moody, but yeah, I'm just used to dying every year, or feeling like I'm dying every year. But yes, enjoy the fact that I'm literally dying in-game about 5 times. My character right now is how I feel in real life. And how I felt recording this is how I feel in real life. I was severely pissed off recording this, because I just couldn't defeat the guy. I don't know why I was getting so angry, but yeah, I just did. I think it's because I had done this so many times and so easily, and then this time it just kind of it really shafted me. It really, really pissed me off. But it is what it is. And there's such an easy way of doing this. There's such an easy way of defeating this lich, which I find out later on. And all I had to do was just use my brain. There's two ways that is so easy to defeat this lich. One, I had it in my inventory. The protection from undead scroll. I could have just done that, but I didn't think of it. I'd gotten so close to death right here, and then he just, I just ran away. The second thing is the bit I do, that I don't know, just common sense was not with me that day. Maybe because I'm gonna blame it on hay fever. Life problems, blame it on hay fever. Oh my god, I hate doing that stuff. Side effect of hay fever, blame it on that. So, one thing I want you guys to take away from this episode: if you have any problems in life, if you have any issues, blame it on hay fever. Yep. I don't know, just blame it on hay fever. That's what I do. How I get away with it. I mean, it's not even frickin' summer yet. It's genuinely not. It's only spring. I hate to think of what I'm gonna be like in like August. And the ironic thing is, my birthday is in the summer. I was born in the summer, and I'm allergic to the summer. Sometimes I think God put me on this planet as like a comedy factor, just to really, like, just to make him laugh. That I'm getting so peed off all the time, possibly. I don't know. I'm not actually religious. I mean, I don't know whether or not there is a God. That's a topic I don't really want to get into. Belief is very sacred to a lot of people, and I believe in belief. So if you believe in God, by all means, that's fantastic. Brilliant. I respect that. I love it. Good for you. I personally just don't believe in what other people believe. but I believe in people's belief, which is weird. But yeah, I believe that everyone should believe in something. That's what I believe in. Right, enough of the stupid AP rant. Back to the game, I guess, for the second time. I've had so many rants this episode. I do apologise, guys. I really do. This is such poor commentary. I know. Should be talking about the game and not about frickin' sneezing. Yeah. But I think it's the only thing that's really on my mind at the moment, because me talking about it is stopping me from sneezing. Ironic, isn't it? But yes. This Lich is honestly the most annoying thing I've had to do since playing this game. He does all the same stuff that, you know, one of the big Liches of Baldur's Gate 2 would do. Only difference is, he still has like the instant stupid death killing spell. I think it's just Finger of Death or whatever. But he does thankfully not have like the horrid wilting spell. I think that spell there is only Cloud Kill, I think. So luckily it's not horrid wilting. I might be completely wrong, it might be. I'm, you know, stupid if it is, but yeah. So I just go back, I load one of my old previous saves because I was like save locked. Yes. You know, when you're just locked in like the endless death loop and you can't really do much about it. So I just leave. Yeah. When in doubt, run away.
Think carefully.
But I don't, because I had the plan that I'd speak to this guy, he might help.
What did you find?
When I went to speak to this guy, I was hoping that they would come with me, so I would have like basically meat shields. I know they wouldn't be strong, but they might, you know, have been able to give me that extra damage boost to put me over, so I could finally get rid of that stone skin spell that he's got, while also directing him while I quickly beat the crap out of him with my big stick. But yeah, thankfully I got something even better. I actually had a chance. They gave me this item which stopped liches in general. It blew my mind that all I had to do was speak to him and he solved all of my life issues with just one dialogue option. So I was happy. Yeah, I quick saved it because I knew I'd survived, and yeah, these things made the difference. It made the fight so easy. And the thing is as well, if this item was in Baldur's Gate 2, it probably would have made the Kangax fight a lot easier, if obviously you didn't use protection from undead. However, that also being said, the Kangax fight in Baldur's Gate 2, if you do use the scroll, it does bugger everything up. I found, because obviously when you kill Kangax he turns into like this shade or whatever, and you have to fight him again. When you use protection from undead, sometimes you don't get like the little dialogue option or the cutscene or the whatever. So sometimes he just doesn't die because, well, he's invincible, invulnerable, whatever. And so it's like a health threshold. If you play, like, if you know how games are made, there's like you know, stages to boss fights and stuff like that. Sometimes if an enemy gets defeated or gets to like, I know, a percentage of 10% or less health, then they transform, get all of their health back and turn into a different creature or better, I know, style of monster. And then that's when, you know, other cues start happening, other scripts start to take place, like the change in music or something like that, whatever. Sometimes in the Kangax fight, they could literally it could do that. So, yeah. It can seriously bugger it up. So protection from undead isn't always the best, necessarily, but yeah. So here I destroy the phylactery, and then he comes back again. So I do the old trick of dispelling everything of his and killing him. Finally. And you get a nice, stupidly high XP reward. Like, really high XP. So that was always good. Right, so coming into the last minute of the recording. Again, I apologise for all the ranting that was taking place throughout this episode. I just can't breathe right now. Or just struggling to breathe. I'm not very good at multitasking, so I can't really breathe while talking. Don't know if
Yes.
you guys can do that. If you have, you're a better human being than I am. And evolution hasn't done me very well. But yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you're still, interested in seeing what I have in store to watch. If I've scared you off, I do apologise. But maybe you found this funny. And if you did, thank you for finding my suffering funny. Which I don't blame you, because I would have found it absolutely hilarious too. Anyway, if you like this episode, give it a like. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye.